We're sitting at 12.23 volts under charge. It's kind of sunny, on and off. And it's only 1:30. I'm home because the wife and daughter is sick. And we're about to go to the garage and see what's going on in the garage. I got my saw all taped up. I got this like this just to try it, because before I go and make anything permanent, I want to try it at work first, see what it's like. Anyways, I'll give you guys a few updates. What it's like inside the garage. We got about 36 amps coming in at 12 volts. Fridge just turned on. We were using 23 amps. So that makes sense. And right now the sun's not out, but it's making some power through the clouds. I had to go up and shovel it off again today. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this little series. Today I'm taking my Eliminator 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter. This guy right here. Taking him apart because there's a beeper in here. That sounds way too early and it's really annoying, so I'm gonna kill it. This inverter is actually really hard to get apart, and they have a hidden screw right on the top, right here underneath the logo. I guess like they know if you've taken it apart or not. I really like this inverter. This is the bottom side of it. Here's your terminals going into it. Fairly heavy duty. I like how they have these extra bars running for current underneath the solder. It's nice. Anyways, I'm gonna undo all these screws all the way around and flip it over and destroy the beeper. Here's the inside. And the first thing I notice is, holy smokes, look at all these fuses. They have 5 fuses at 35 amps each. So I'm going to add them up as 30, so 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, plus 25, 175 amps of fuses. So to be able to blow this thing would have to put out 1,700 watts approximately. I have not stress tested this to see if this is capable of that. I'm pretty sure it's not. But, and they're all replaceable too, which is crazy. This is either a really old unit or one of the brand new units, because my other unit was not like this. I do like the build of this one. But anyways, here's my, oh look at that. It's a new one, 2015. I believe that's the date, and wow. So this is a newer one. The newer ones are better than the older ones? I don't know. But here's the unit. I take it this is my transformer. Either that or that. But this thing, I do like it. It works really well. And there's my beeper problem. I'm going to kill that and put it back together. It looks like it does have thermal. Right there. It's probably for thermal shutdown. But no matter what, the fan runs, which is weird. It's load and thermal. But I guess it makes sense, because look at this little itsy bitsy heatsink. Right there. And it runs full blast. I guess it has to, because it's got to keep all this stuff cool. And then it's also got a fan on the other side, pulling everything right through. I think this is the output, and this is the input. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little video. It's 2:10. It's sunny-ish. It's sunny through cloud. The fridge is on. We're sitting at 12.36 and rising. When the fridge turns off, it goes up to over 12.5. See if you can hear it. Anyways, it's on. Finally, a semi-sunny day. get some charge. Took the beeper out of that thing. Where did I put it? Right here. There's the beeper. Just pulled it right out, no problem. So now I just gotta hook it back up, and I got a beepless ammo box that now can use the capacity of that thing instead of only like the top quarter. A lot better today than yesterday. Yesterday I only had to run the generator for about an hour. Well, that's all I could run it for. I don't like running it for too long here. Don't want to bug anybody with the noise. Let's see here. This one says under load at 12.3 volts. These charging say we're between 12.5 and 12.6, which is good. We're going up. What's it like out here? Well, it's not super sunny. Got some sun peeking through the clouds a little bit. That's the only reason we got any power at all coming in. But I don't think we're gonna have to run the generator today, which is good. And tomorrow is supposed to be sunny, so tomorrow we should easily be able to catch up and charge these batteries. And yeah, seems to be doing okay. Half off grid house. I can see that if I want to go completely off grid, I need at least another 2,000 watts of solar panels. So another 2,000 watts of solar panels, another 3 of those approximately, or another brand, one or the other. Battery bank wise, I'm okay for the moment. I could use more, obviously, but I mean, I got over 1,700 amp hours at 12 volts, so that'll get me at least through 2 nights, or about 48 hours of zero sun. Before they're dangerously low. But that's my system so far. It's working good. And I might be making a sealed lead acid pack out of that ammo box just because it's empty. It's all hooked up and ready to go. Might as well stick a battery in it. Well, it's 3:30. Still sitting at 12.3736. The fridge is on. Because I just opened it. And I am preparing for almost no power tomorrow, even though, as you can see, my panels aren't covered at the moment, but it is snowing. I'm supposed to get some snow through the night. And I leave for work early tomorrow morning, and I won't have any time to shovel the panels off. So if the panels are covered tomorrow while it's sunny, we're not going to get any power. I hope we do. Hope it doesn't snow too much. But I'll show you what I'm doing to help prevent the batteries from going too low. So we're downstairs. We're at the plug. This plug is on the grid still. So I got my 2 Powerits charging. They've been charging since about 12:30. So they've been charging for about 4 hours. Or is it 3:30? I don't know. 3 or 4 hours. And let's turn these lights off. Let's see what we're at so far on this one. Alright, we're at... Okay, and this one... They're both about 60% charged and charging. Turn them both off to let the battery charge as fast as possible. Alright, I'll turn the lights back on them to help give some light here. Got my new generator panel right here. And just these breakers are on, like you've seen in the other video. But so for this generator panel, all these were too short. All the ones that went into here were long enough, and we have them going into the generator panel. And we still don't have the 60 amp breaker at number 6 wire going in to this breaker here. So I went out, I got my number 6 wire, Just gonna go from here to here. This is the grid to the generator panel. I went and got my 60 amp breaker, which is gonna go right there. And that's going to power the generator panel. I got my double pole 15 amp breakers for the kitchen because they need to break at the same time. So 2 of these, one's going here and here. And then I got my big combiner box that's going to go up here somewhere like this. A little bit higher or off to the side or somewhere, I'm not sure, but that's where all the wires are going into to extend it. I got my, this is for the number 6 wire where it goes into the panel on both sides, but this is why this is taking me forever to do this. This and the breakers were $450. Plus $35 plus, I don't know, like $15 plus $5 plus $35. Like it's really expensive, but I am glad it's getting done. It's going to be a lot more convenient. And just wanted to show you guys how I was using these just in this scenario, just until we get this in here, so I can swap the breaker over and run off the grid on crappy cloudy days like we've had in the past 3 days. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hit the like button. Well, look at that. Snow is coming down again. Panels are starting to get covered. Looks like I'm going to start not making so much power anymore. It's 4 o'clock anyway, so the power is not going to be much more anyways. And I am currently sitting at 12.15 volts. Hopefully we get some power tomorrow. I've been getting, at the best, I think I had for about 3 hours, I had about, what I have, 35 amps coming in for 3 hours. So not even, barely 100 amp hours in this weather. So hopefully we get some real good sunlight tomorrow where I can push about 80 amps for quite a few hours into the batteries. I'll see. 6:30 at night. Still donut man playing for the sick little baby. Still using the leftover capacity in here. I disabled the beeper, so it no longer beeps at 11 volts or 11.1 volts. So now I can go down all the way till it shuts off, which is probably about 10.5. Main battery bank is sitting at 11.7 under load. And let's go check up on those parrots, see how well they're doing. All the lights down here are on the grid. Alright. Alright. This one's saying this one is at still just above 60%. This one's at 80%. I wonder. This is the new one. Hopefully this one has the same capacity as this one because they have the same chargers. And they're at the same voltage when they started. This one says 80 and this one says 60. So, I'm going to check the voltage next and see what's going on with the voltage. And I'll let you guys know. Now I got the light on my camera. We're going to see the voltage difference between these two, because this one's saying 80%, this one's saying 60%. So I want to know why. So plug in my watt meter, and this one under charge is saying 11.96. This one, let's see here, And the charge is saying, oh, they're almost the same. This one's just a tiny bit ahead. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Good, good. So it's not as bad as I thought. They got to be pretty dang close to the same capacity because they got the same chargers and they're almost the exact same voltage. That's good. And everything's still working good. Still got all these breakers off. These don't do anything. And everything's working. Can't wait to get the rest of this stuff installed so I can flip it on and off and do whatever I need to do. If I'm low on power, I don't have to go too low on my batteries and lessen the life of them. But for now, these are working pretty good. I'm going to be bringing these upstairs soon and using them. Actually, I'll probably only bring these upstairs and use them after they're fully charged, because I'm going to use my LiPo box upstairs because it's got plenty of power left. It's still at 11 volts on 3S LiPo, and it's probably got like 100p or something crazy like that. Now my batteries are sitting 11.4 under load. Got all the lights on. The fridge is running. I got top and bottom of this, so that's 1500 watts, so that's about 150 amps from the batteries, plus the fridge, plus the lights. So I'm getting about 175, 180 amps coming from the batteries. But I'm making coconut shrimp. And it's going to be like this for about 15-20 minutes. And then the load will be off. Oh, I didn't film this, but I took the beeper off the inverter, expecting the inverter to work till about 10.5 volts. But it didn't. It worked till 10.9 volts, which this does a ton of power inside. Over 50%. So, I have it apart. I found on the front of this display a little, I think there's a voltage correction. I'm not sure exactly what that is right there, but I'm going to turn it on and find out. Oops, just pulled the power off. Okay, anyways, I got it set to 12.4 volts. I'm going to match that because I know that's pretty dang accurate. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to hook this up. Come on, keep spinning inside the rubber. There we go. Alright, we're going to hit the power button. I got to be careful because these have become live. Alright, so. Alright, I got to give it some more current. There we go. So, that says 12.4 volts. And this says 12.1. So, let's get my screwdriver. Where is it? The little one. Right there. Alright. 12.1. Let's see if I can get this so that the light's not blinding you guys. So, 12.1 it says now. And if I turn it the one way, hope this isn't just for like the USB or something. It's all the way one way. This all the way the other way. Ah, this does nothing for the voltage. Dang, it's probably for USB. Okay, well, I'm gonna put it back to where it was approximately. Approximately there. Oh well. Maybe it was the output voltage. I'm gonna check that. I'll pause you guys. Nope. Check the voltage. Spun the potentiometer or whatever that little thing is around, and nothing. Still 120 volts. I think it's the voltage for the USB. I'm not really concerned about it because I never use it. Anyways, I know it's right there. It's just 4 screws away if I ever need it. But I'm going to continue taking this apart now because I got to get this thing either I gotta change this out for my other 1000 watt, or I gotta figure out how to lower the voltage shut off. Well, these 3 inverters were my option for the side of my 110 hour ammo box. But the problem with this one is, this one shuts off. I pulled the beeper because it started beeping at 11.1 volts, and it cuts all power at about 11 volts, about 10.95 volts. So this one's useless to me in a LiPo configuration, because the nominal voltage of these things are 11.1 volts. So this is going to be repurposed for sealed lead acids, which it'll work fine for. So then I tried this one. This is 600 watt Chinese pure sine wave. It worked alright. It worked down to 10.5 volts, but then that would shut off. But it would not. I wouldn't be able to cycle it, turn it back on until the batteries are charged at 12 volts, which is almost unacceptable for, again, LiPo batteries, because 12 volts is almost fully charged again. So once you hit 10.5 volts, say on a surge or something, it shuts down, and you won't be able to turn it back on until you charge your battery pack. So this is no good. This is also just fine for sealed lead acids. So back to the inverter. This is the original inverter I had on my LiPo box. Now I know why everything works so well, because this inverter is pretty much made to work with that pack. 300 watt continuous. It's more like 500 watt continuous. It does 768 watts surge. This starts an angle grinder, where those don't. And what I like about this one, it is running right now. It is on, and it is running at 10.2 volts. That's it. And if I go any lower, it will shut off. I'll show you. Okay, so I'm gonna go to 10.1 volts. There we go, 10.1 volts. Still running. Oh, there you go. It just flipped over. Now, I'm gonna cycle it off. I'm gonna bring this up to 10.4 volts. Let's see. Last time I tried it, 10.5 volts. Will it turn on? Turns on at 10.4 volts. No problem. Let's try it 10.3 volts. Now remember, this is through super thin wire too, so when it turns on, it's going to kick down even more. 10.3 volts still turns on. That's what I like about this inverter. There's no stinking smarts to it like these ones. These ones are useless to me here. I wish they didn't have that, but anyways, they do that to save sealed lead acid batteries. It's stupid. It should be to the person using it. If I want to destroy my sealed lead acid batteries, let me destroy them. I want the power. Kind of like this one. But anyways, so this is the inverter that is going on there now until I find a bigger one that it runs down to this voltage. That's one thing universal power supplies are amazing for, is that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, it helps a lot. Alright, so everyone's sleeping now. We're sitting at 11.5 volts, getting a little low, but it is under load. We have all the lights on, computers on, computer monitors on. We have 18650s charging there, 18650 charging there. We got the fridge running, and it is in fact running. The more I run off grid, the more I notice this fridge is almost always running. Shuts off for like 5 minutes max and turns right back on. So I'm thinking might be time for a new fridge. We'll see. Ridiculously expensive though. Okay, so never mind the mess. Just bought this today. Had this for supper. It was really good. this is the outcome. I'm still gonna put 2 more screws in here, but I gotta drill through here, and I don't want to make noise tonight, so I'm not gonna do that. Got the good old Go Power back on, because this is the best inverter that I have for lithium 3S voltage, because these range from 12.6 volts to 9 volts. That is their capacity. And what this operates at is 10.1 volts to 15 volts. So this is the closest inverter I have that'll work. This inverter is actually identical in specs for voltage range as those two, which are lithium ion generators. And to update you guys on this one, between the two, we're sitting at 11.7. When these were fully charged, when I took them off the charger, they're at 12.03 of a volt. This pack has fed this pack 8 amp hours so far, so that means a total of 16 amp hours has come out to my laptop. Works really well. I'm going to add a 25 amp fuse in the line here, as suggested on the comments. That was a very good suggestion. Thank you very much. Just because these Anderson poles are fused at 30 amps on the board, and they're soldered directly to the board, so they're a big time pain to change if you have to change them. So putting a 25 amp fuse here, I'm going to put one on both sides just in case, and that will prevent the need to open this up and have to do some soldering. Alright, this is my 10:45 last video of the night. This is Wednesday. This is the 3rd day of the test. And I believe if my batteries were warm, I'd be well over 12 volts right now, but they are hovering at around 15 Fahrenheit. Oh, look at that. The battery on my meter is going. Oh well, I have to change that soon. That's what happens when you leave it on for 3 days straight. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.